Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Unique Inspirations with who? Me, Trina. Welcome, everybody. Happy Monday. We have started another week. Yay! I hope everybody has said their affirmations. If you have not said your affirmations, take time right now to do so. Please make sure that you hit that thumbs up as you come in or go out. I would greatly appreciate it if you're watching this on replay. Of course, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. How is everybody doing? I see Miss Stacy came in. Hey, Marcia. How are you? So Stacy had to run. She did come in and she says, "Hello, everyone. Beautiful blessings to all." Yes, I also like Marcia. Did my affirmation and gave a thumbs up. I have to go to, she has some things that she has to do, and that she is gonna be building a bridge and knocking down that wall. Yes, Stacy. Yes, and we will be here to help you build your bridge. All right. How are you, Miss Marcia? Yes, that's what I tell her. Keep building that bridge. Keep building that. Knock that whole darn wall. Knock it down. Knock it down. Get that power superwoman in you. Boom, 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 boom. Start kicking and everything. Put Ted down. And we go start building some bridges. But yes, I wanted to talk about that and go over that today. But I hope everybody had a good day today. I had a good day today, I must say. It was a day that I was a little confused on because I was in that quiet state of mind. And it was like no, I don't even know how to explain it. But it was a good feeling, but I was nervous because I had never experienced it. Because it was like that sit still. I guess it was like sit still, don't do nothing, enjoy your day off, And so, I got to sleep in. So that was nice. And I don't know, but tomorrow, when that comes or whatever, I'm not even focused on that, but I know I have to go to work tomorrow. But however, I am cold, y'all. I'm so sorry. That's why I'm sitting up here like this, because I'm cold. And then the AC just kicked in. But anyways, yes. So I, had a pretty decent day. And then I was like, oh my goodness, like, why I'm not thinking about all these things that I need to be doing or should be doing, or, and it started freaking me out. So then when I got on the phone with my therapist, I was telling her, I said, you know what? I said, today I've just had one of those minds, like, I don't even have nothing to think about. Like, and she was just like, it's just a mind of peace. It was a mind of peace. And so those are the moments that we should be really, really embracing. And then sometimes that's when we start pulling in negativity and other things that we have no control over. But I think I did an awesome job today in that case. So yes, that was my day. I also went back to the AA place today. That was wonderful. I got to talk with a young lady today. So it was nice. It was very, very good. I'm tired too, Marcia. Marcia says, very tired. Woke up worked at the thrift store from 8 to 2. Oh man, Marcia, you had a pretty long day. For you, that was a pretty long day. But I am feeling okay. I'm feeling okay. But I've been just one of those days, Marcia, like I feel like I'm just like fighting through the day. I'm fighting through the day, if that makes sense. And it's not in a bad way. It's not me fighting through the day in a bad way. It's just being calm and still and listening and trying to see for direction. What am I supposed to be doing? But I guess when our minds are at ease and at rest, that's what we need to do with our bodies as well. You know what I mean? But I wanted to go over real quick, stop blocking yourself in. That's what I titled it. Is because that's what we're doing. Some people feel like if I build a wall, if I build this big, gigantic wall, then I'm only going to be able to, I can build it as I go. If when people start doing this or saying that, whatever the case is, they start building walls, and then they are afraid to knock those walls down. That's why we hear people say, I have a wall up when it comes to that, because of whatever their reasoning is. But as they're putting that wall up and they're not allowing that wall to come down, when we don't let that wall come down when it's supposed to come down, because we're still fearful, because we don't have that faith, we don't have that energy that's telling us, like, no, take it down, it's time for it to come down, this is the perfect time. We miss out on that because we've put the wall up, and a lot of it is brick walls. Hey Vivian, how are you? Welcome. But yeah, so we put up those walls because we want to take out we think we're just blocking everything negative. But in the end of the day, we got that wall up and we're blocking some of the positivity that we need to come in. Because even if we have to put a wall up against something, if it's time for us to let it down, because you're going to now have something to come in that's going to be able to replace that. And it'll show you why this wall went up and why it was time for it to come down. So it's okay to build walls, but make sure that you are tearing them down, and you're not living to have a wall that's going to stay there forever. Sometimes we put that wall up for protection. I feel like it's okay because sometimes that's what we have to do, but sometimes we put a whole wall there on purpose, or we just feel like because we want to close out everything. We cannot do that. That wall, when it goes up, just know that it's going to be a temporary wall. It's not a forever wall, a temporary wall. So what I'm saying is, if we're blocking ourselves from harm, we can also block ourselves from our blessing, block ourselves from our destiny, block ourselves from so many things that has purpose and that create purpose for us and the purpose that we're supposed to give, right? Y'all know that thing, give, take. And it's okay, because there are seasons now that you're going to have to put up that wall, because you might say, you know what, every time of this year, this is when such and such happens. So are you putting up the wall because you're protecting yourself? Or are you putting up the wall because you just don't want to face it? But if you're putting up the wall because you're protecting yourself and because you don't want to face it, that wall is probably not going to come down, and you can probably miss something on that. So find out what it is before you start putting walls up. Say, how can I find out a solution to this before I feel like I have to put something up? Because once we put it up, sometimes it's real hard to take it down. Have y'all ever seen that movie, Women of Brewster Place? Man, that movie is powerful. If you have not watched Women of Brewster Place, I highly recommend, and it's an old movie. I highly recommend that. Go watch that movie. You have different trials, different tribulations, different journeys, oh my goodness. It's a really good movie. I don't even know when the movie came out. I just know, I think it's like in the 1980s that it came out, but it's called The Women of Brewster Place, if I'm not mistaken. And oh my God, I haven't seen it, and now I want to see it. Because that movie, now when I think about it, like all the scenes that's going through my head right now, that movie is powerful. I'm gonna have to go find that. Yes, Stacey, and Marsha, and it's sad. Like, it has its moments. It has its good moments. It has its sad moments. It has its triggered moments. It has that moment to say, like, are you crazy? Yeah, but It is such a good movie, and I highly recommend that. Women Power, Women Power. Go watch that movie. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to. You know what? And I know there's probably nowhere like that you can probably stream it for free. Probably go end up having to pay for it, but neither here nor there. But throughout that movie, now that when I think about it, they were tearing down that wall. They were tearing down that wall because they got tired of being closed up behind that wall. There was so much beautiful things out there, so much more life out there. And here they were behind this dirty wall, a wall of nothing but deceivement, discernment, just family, whatever it was, all these issues, that's what was all behind that wall. And they had to break free from that wall. And because they knew it had to be something much more out there, so much more that they can give, and so much that they can get back. So we got to stop building these walls. If we build them, you better use them for a temporary purpose only. Temporary purpose only. I can't tell you not to do it. I can't tell you to do it. But if we are, we got to make sure that when we are building these walls, we know when to tear them down. Okay? Because you don't want to miss what the great outcome of that was. You know, I really truly feel like we're not going to go through anything. Excuse me. We're not going to go through anything that we're not going to be prepared for something better in the future. So just got to keep fighting on, keep on fighting on, you know, be brave, be courageous. And I love like what Maya Angelou said on there the other day. Creativity. Oh my goodness. That keeps that man, the more creative you are in a positive way, you are looking at future and future and future, and nothing can stop you. And dare so it do. You will not let the brakes be stopped. You will not. You're going to keep pushing on that gas. You know, we all have to just build for one another. Build on build on build on build. And just get stronger, get tougher. You know, we all go through some type of weakness, and it's okay. But the more that we build positivity into ourselves, we have a better outcome, I believe, of success and whatever else that we were trying to conquer and overcome. So, but I want to know, you know, I guess the walls that are being built, I mean, are there limited, you know, are there limited walls? Is it a limit to how many walls we can put up? Is it a limit to what kind of supplies you use for this wall? There's a lot of questions because it just depends on, I guess, the situation of how the material is going to have to be used for the wall. And then that's how we determine on how we go break it down. Because you can't take, you know, if you say, well, I'm going to start it out real slow and I'm going to start this wall out with cobwebs. Well, it's easy. We can get a broom and we can say, okay, that was the easy. We got that taken care of. And then you say, well, it's time for me to tear down this wall. And that one's made of wood chips. So you get something and you knock down the wood chips. Okay, that was pretty easy. Then you say, oh, well, this wall here was made of clay. So then you work with something to get it down. Then you say, hey, this wall was made of stone. And then so the harder it's going to get harder and harder and harder the more that you apply to that wall. The more you apply to it, the more it's going to just get harder and harder to knock down. But guys, you know, today I went to let me tell you, I went to the AA and it was so nice. I mean, these people, so kind. And you wouldn't, there's something we all go through. But there's those moments that you can just, and it's not, it's almost like a form of being like, if I can be in that person's shoe for 1 second, how much, how much will I see? And I know it's like, well, you're not going to pick up a lot in 1 second. You can pick up a lot in 1 second. We give a lot of seconds of our lives. We give a lot of seconds of our lives throughout the day pointed towards something that we can't even fix, nothing we have any control of. But instead of us doing that, what we can do is focus our mind on what we can do to help improve where we're going. Where are we going? Where is your journey? Where is your destination? Where are you trying to go? Because wherever this place is, or whatever you're supposed to be doing, you have to pull things inside for you so you can know how to build on that and you'll know what direction to go. Everybody got different ingredients. We can't all use the same ingredients, because we're all different people. And that's what I love about it. I love it. I know that's right, Marsha. I know that's right. Marsha says her destination is heaven bound. That's why I'm trying to make it too. I'm trying to make it right there with you, Marsha, because you know what? God has been so good to us. And this, for people that believe, that y'all know what I'm talking about. And there's non-believers, that's fine. If there's whatever, y'all get the drift. Y'all been here plenty of times of knowing how I feel about what about religion and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, I'm like Marsha. I want to be heaven bound. I don't have time to try to figure out everybody else's things. All I can do is just be. Just be. Be who you are. I bet you if we learn how to just be who we are, we'll make it. We probably all will make it to heaven. But all of us don't learn who we are. And I know it's like, well, what does it matter of who we are? Because it does matter who we are. Because it starts with us. What's out in this world? It starts with us. So if we're not making it right, everything that's going to trail behind us is just going to be corrupt. It's just going to continue to be, I feel, damned. Because right now we should be setting an example and preparing ourselves, learning about ourselves, our actions, our responsibilities, so we can actually give them out the way they should be given out. Who is to say? That's why I say, be who you are. Who are you? Be that person. Because you have to somehow supplement to the world, meaning each one of us have a place in a reason and that ingredient to be here right now. All of us are carrying an ingredient to be here right now. And the reason I say that is because if that was not true, we would not be here today. So let's take our ingredients of the uniqueness that we carry and the great things of the uniqueness that we carry, put them together. And you know what? You talking about a blow up? You talking about a massive blow up? That would be beautiful, because then we'll know have some kind of factors of what we're doing, where we're going, who we can rely on, who can rely on us. But we got to find a place of unity, a place of being together. But you got to start with yourself. And I feel like Marsha, I want to be heaven bound. I'm not going to be perfect because that's not what we were made to be. But I want to be heaven bound. But I want to be able to go in the right direction. I don't want to be trying to live a life that that's miserable for me and everybody else, and then expect to get somewhere that's going to be peaceful. No. I'm going to be what I can be. And I'm going to be the best of who I can be. And all of us should take the time to be the best of us that we can be. It's not saying that you got to be a softie. It's not saying that. Stand up in what you say. Stand up in what you believe. But we can all do it out of respect, because I know we all have some type of morals. And if we don't have morals, we have to find morals. Find them. Find your morals, because you have some. Because when you don't have your morals, you're not going to know what boundaries you need to put up. And these are all life lessons so we can learn about ourselves, who we are. What is our journey? What is our destination? What is our purpose? That's why it's so important. That's why I'm always saying self-care, self-care. It's not, I know it's like, okay, yeah, but you can't inspire nobody else if you don't have no self-care. Who are you? What is you doing? What is you doing? You are so much better than what you think you are. We sit around and we say, oh, that was okay. I did okay. No, you didn't. You did it. You did it. I think it was okay. I barely but you did it. It's like a student in school, okay? A student in school might not be a perfect A student, might not be a perfect AB student, but might be a perfect ABC student. But they don't want to recognize the perfect ABC student. Why? Because they got a C. And they work just as hard to get that C that somebody did to get that A. But in society, we don't look at that deep. That same C that somebody worked really hard to get, it's the same energy that person that worked really hard to get that A, they put in the same energy and the same effort with the same material. So should the person that got a C really should have got an A? The answers may have been wrong, but I still will give them credit for trying. I'm not saying I can give them an A, but in my book, what I will remember, because what people write down is one thing. What you remember is another thing. So sometimes we all have to really look into ourselves and give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes. I had the same material. Say it. I had the same material. I had the same amount of time. And I put the same amount of energy in it as the person that got the A. The person that got the A served the same amount of time, same amount of energy, same amount of material. It took this turn for 3, okay, to 1. Where am I going with this? Though we have to work a little bit harder to get where we're going, we still can do it. It may take a little bit of more time, or it might take a little bit more people, but we can still do it. I don't mind allowing myself to ask multiple questions. I don't. I want to ask questions until I know. And if it don't make sense to me, I'm going to really start asking questions. But I don't want to be putting up walls before I even know what I'm building. But I don't want to tear them down before I know how to solve what might be behind it. However, in order for me to conclude all that, to say I am completely tearing down all my walls, it's one, because I believe in myself. And I know that God and my faith, that's it. The trust that I have and the power that I have in myself, and the faith and grace of God. Tear down those walls. It's okay to make mistakes sometimes. That's how we're going to learn. That's how it's going to build a better you, a stronger you. If you're going to build walls, don't build them to where you can't get out. Build them inside of you so it's harder for you to fall. Don't build them on the outside. Okay? Build it on the inside. And I think that's all I really have for tonight. I want to thank you guys for coming out, sharing your love, showing your support as usual. And I will be back tomorrow. Hey, James, how are you? I see you done popped on in here. I was fixing to close it out, James. How can I help you, sir? You are very welcome, Marcia. You are very welcome. I'm glad, James. Did you do an affirmation tonight? Marcia, you have a blessed night, safe night, Marcia. And thank you so very much. Thank you for your support. Thank you. And good night. Blessings. But yes, so I am going to get ready to, oh, you do them in the mornings. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, tell her I said thank you. Well, I can tell her, right? I'm like, if I'm on the phone. Thank you, Kiva. Thank you. But yes, so I do want to thank everybody that did come on. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. I am going to get ready to call it a night, guys. I have to work in the morning and I am a little bit tired tonight. But I want to thank you. Y'all have a blessed night, a safe night. Please, if y'all have any comments or anything like that, please make sure you send me an email. Leave it in the comments, whatever you choose to do. Email address is uniqueinspirations2022@gmail.com. Thank you guys for your love, your support. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up, share, subscribe if you have not. Y'all have a great, blessed, and safe night. Good night.